Thank you very much there, Nomad and Moon. Here we go, game 2 time, and it's going to be a fun one to see. Kezu, we got Tundra versus Gaimin Gladiators. Last picks coming in, we get the Life Stealer for Tundra, and then for Gaimin Gladiator side of things, us comes in, means we are going to see Quinn take this SF to mid, something that we just don't get to see. Hasn't happened in a long time.
Yeah, not really. And we even heard Moon talk about it in the interview, because I kind of agree. You know, when I think of Quinn, I think of expert. You go in, you go out, you get like 3-4 rounds of spells. That's why Mon being a little annoying, just throwing a little mana burn at him. Don't know if he cares too much, but yeah, last time Quinn played this in an official game, he did destroy. He did. It was like, what, 11 months ago?
11 months ago.
Had a pretty banger performance against Team Liquid, so maybe he can replicate.
Yeah, but just to sort of give a sort of example of how rare Quinn's SF is in tournament, games. In the last 5 years, he's played it about, I think he's played it about 6 times, 5 or 6 times. Like, very rarely will they bring this out. Overall, his career win rate has not been bad with the hero, though. So we could see some good stuff from Quinn on the SF today.
Yep, wouldn't put it past him. So let's see if Whitemon wants to keep his creep mid longer or not. Already did burn him twice. But overall, when we look at the drafts, I would give Tundra the upper hand. You do have a very good Storm game, and the DP yesterday looked so strong. Gaimin, they need tempo, they need to keep it, and honestly, they need better lanes than last time.
Yeah, because how do they catch this Storm?
He's gotta get lassoed, or Quinn needs some items.
Like that, yeah. It's items or the lasso, basically. Yeah. Everything else, sure, there's that last bit with the Stormbreaker's hammer swings, but that's not going to happen. So, yeah, BZM, this is a game where if he plays it smooth, he may not die at all.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to see how it goes. It's Chrysalis taking a lot of pressure.
Yeah, did you like last pick for Chrysalis getting the Life Stealer this game?
Yeah, I would say so. It's a pretty good Life Stealer game. Of course, I mean, Gaimin have answers, right? You've got Venom ult, you've got Lasso. Dawnbreaker is so-so. I mean, Dawnbreaker will beat Life Stealer in the lane. And you have the Ursa matchup, so Gaimin, yeah, they have answers. But it's not just about the Life Stealer. It's also about the Infest Bomb with the DP, with the Storm. I like it quite a lot.
Yeah, and sort of talking about the DP, are you sort of surprised that we're seeing these sort of opportunities for 33 to grab this as the first pick? Do you think this does need to be banned out against him, or can it be dealt with?
I wouldn't say it does kind of need to be banned out, but of course Gaimin have some sort of idea. You know, maybe you close the phase with, as they did with like a range carry with the Lina or the Shadow Fiend. It's looked bonkers yesterday. We'll see if Gaimin, if their plan will work out.
Yeah, because of course that is one of the things right about leaving it in. You know it's going to be picked, so you should have some sort of strategy ready to deal with it. In the mid now, Quinn already getting that early lead. Should now start to get to a point where we'll get tougher and tougher for the Storm. Top lane.
No mana.
You're going to be able to chase him down. Should be the first blood here for Watson. Taxa, there's nowhere to go. First blood for the bear.
I see done. Well, there was something that Gaimin did in the draft that I kind of liked. They did, of course, they banned out the Tusk, then they picked the Bat themselves. You see the pulse for Tiny, and you give it a really hard lane to play into. The Venom 5 with the Ursa carry. Not going to be such an easy game for Saxa.
Wow.
Ooh, many pauses today.
Oh, what's going on here? Reason?
Oh.
What's happened?
Saxa did not pick up the items that are on the ground. Very curious.
Wait, what do you mean?
So he's TPing.
Glorious! Glorious!
So 3-3. But have to bring his own items.
That's miscommunication there.
Big deal. That could be the game win for Gaimin. 1-1, call it.
Bring in the items.
Call it.
That's how to make your offlaner mad. Oh. Didn't quite catch him there. Quinn's going to be chilling. He's going to continue to hold the lead in this lane.
Quite unlucky on the pause there, I guess, for Tundra. But definitely need to respect this move. If BZM gets a grab later on one of the next TPs with the Saxa TP, could be scary for Quinn, of course, with the tossback Arini.
Coming out on top on all 3 lanes here. Cause gamers so far in the CS.
In the bottom lane, kind of boring, I would say. Like, if you're Tundra, sure, Life Stealer Chen, it's not like you have any real pressure or threat. You're just happy getting your heroes through, which means Ace will have a good time. SF is favored against the score mid, and yeah, same with the top lane for Gaimin. So at least the laning stage and the early game this time around should look quite good for them. As 33 does get his earn.
Denied!
He's going to have to be careful here on this last little bit of progress from the 4 to the 6 on the Storm. I guess, yeah, I'd imagine Facet on this top lane, is he going to need to stick around him much more, or is he getting close to the point where 33 can chill and we're going to see Facet try and make some sort of plays elsewhere, or do you want to see him stay up and just try and put some sort of pressure onto the Ursa lane?
With the lane control that they have been having, it's good for him to, like, I mean, with the lane control, he is kind of freed up, but now that Gaimin get this pull-up, maybe you want to stay a bit more. But on all the active runes, he has to look on the mid lane. You need to help out your Storm against this SF matchup. And of course, SF is super susceptible. Smalady is popping out a lot of harass. So wouldn't be surprised if we have a big old fiesta in the mid lane once the active rune comes out.
Oh,
my brother!
That's a pop very fast elbow.
Even himself, he's like, whoo-hoo!
Just got interested!
Is under attack.
Well, he will not be available on the 6-minute rule.
He won't.
So, yeah. Mr. Quinnio, who will help you on this quest?
Let's see if he gets lucky. Design up the bottom, but indeed the numbers there for Tundra, bringing in both supports around the 6-minute power rune. Quinn not going to get lucky on the RNG. This is going to be top, so that will be a haste rune for BZM.
Yep.
And he's just about hitting the 6 as well. So BZM not having an easy lane, of course, against the SF, but he doesn't die. He's going to hit the 6. He's gone through that sort of tough period. He's going to be fine on the Storm.
Yeah, the first rune, it always can matter. If you look at Tundra's lineup, they have the type of heroes where they want to collapse on a lane. Maybe with the first DP ult. Similar move as last game, TP to the safe lane from the back.
Typhoon Watson ready for Saxa. Avalanche will trip Watson up for now.
BZM is coming with the haste.
See what BZM can do to turn this around. Saxa, of course, already dead. Can BZM find anything in return? It's just a little too scary fighting into the Firefly. And the bear that's ready to punch back. So, Gaimin, they'll get the kill. They don't have to lose anything.
Good hold and good usage of heroes here by Gaimin. I like that quite a lot.
Oh, Chrysalis is going to go for the little Shrine of Wisdom steal.
For the layup.
And he's going to get it. Nobody's going over it. Yeah. Easy.
So they didn't expect Mr. Chrysalis to just walk over as the carry.
They saw the Chen still sort of hovering around the lane. They're like, well, the carry won't be here, but he was. So that's 2 wisdoms there to start off here. 7 minutes in for Tundra.
Well, nice heads-up play by Chrysalis. I mean, this is also why Dota is just... Sometimes you just need to see what the enemy does. You know, maybe your play isn't great, but if they're not ready for it, they don't expect it. Suddenly, boom, baby. Free shrine for Chrysalis.
Very nice for him.
We've got another active rune in 30. Tofu is being a greedy little man, farming lots of neutrals this time around. Should be in time this time to get towards the active rune.
Radiant's courier.
I think this is definitely a game where you probably don't mind Tofu being a bit more greedy because of how important his blink's going to be eventually, right? Because that's going to be the catch.
Yeah.
That there's going to be so important for them to make the moves. Maybe down the line if there's some sort of Yules pick up on Quinn or something, they'll have that additional setup. And until then, if they want to start making aggressive plays, you're looking to the background. Looks to be in trouble here. Did manage to take the arcane rune, but he'll die for that. Quinn turns up with a raise to pick up the kill.
Gaimin doing very, very well in this game. You've got the 2k lead, and it's not just that. You have a very early dawn ult with heroes that, you know, are strong and can use it, of course, with the Ursa and the Shadow Fiend. It should be able to just walk it off. Who cares?
Yeah, Ace is not under any sort of threat from these two right now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Which means Gaimin, they can either choose to keep firing up on their 2 supports in the jungle, or you could look for a move in your safe lane. I see that Watson is pinging. I would like this move a lot. You have the Dawn ult available.
33 looks like... is he actually going to overstep the mark? How likely is that they catch him out? He's playing pretty safe right now.
Let's see. Tundra, BZM was swinging over towards the bottom lane, because whenever you play against a Dawn, take note, this is absolutely the best thing you can do. You need to attack the hero on the lane that Dawn is in. But Ace playing it pretty safe. Will not give them any attack.
Both teams chilling for the time being. He's going to go for that Orchid again. Just they need the items to enable the setup on Gaimin's lineup when they look for those kills. So Orchid feeling a necessity here for someone to buy. He's just going to take that upon himself.
Well, you've got a lot of heroes that are getting some build up. Of course, you've got Crystallis in the top lane with the ancient black dragon and the first exo.
Malady and Watson are hovering around. Difficult to fight into the Ghost, though.
Let's see if they want to like make some time and fight towards the end, because of course you do have the Dawn ult. You're not weak here.
Bring in Quinn over as well, so he's relatively close.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Doesn't look like they're going to be able to make a jump onto them though. Tower goes down. Tundra got what they wanted, and they don't leave anyone behind to get caught by Gaimin.
Well, they're looking for their own move into the safe lane again. Saxa does TP into there. Not sure if they'll get a play going.
Yeah. Gonna get the grab onto Tofu. So they want to use the Solar Guardian for this. They won't. They'll let it go. Now they're trying down onto BCM. He's got a little bit of damage. Just enough to get him back in the river. The heal comes in from Whitemon. BCM's gonna be fine. Gets out of there.
Yeah, making it look easy. I mean, you do kind of hate playing Bad Rider into all these Pucks, Quaps, Storms. They just get on you, they can kill you. And he still gets out.
Even though it's like sort of a slow start from Tundra, so he can't help but have the feeling that we might see BZM get away with a lot of those sort of moves this game as the Storm.
Well, he is somewhat struggling, but he's doing okay. We'll have to see. Crystals.
It's a quite beating here. He's got him fessed up in a sec. 1 second. And he's into the creep. The can kill. He's getting thrown away there. Saxa coming in. Tiny Airlines getting Crystallis back to safety.
Very rare, positive Tiny Airlines.
Yes, that's true. Finally getting a good review.
Yeah. Clutch. Let's see if Gaimin can turn it into a little tower pressure. You have an illusion rune on Quinn. It's his ability. I mean, the fuzzy wuzzy bear. Watson, he's getting very far.
He's going to be back in this game.
It's a completed Battle Fury.
12 minutes in. He's going to go down again here on the bottom lane. Of course, at the moment, the only one dying. You know, he's tanking the depths at the moment, Saxa. The 4 kills, they've all been against the Tiny. Catching again on the replay, the straight escape from Crystallis.
Any higher cooldown on this influx.
Exactly. Look at the timing there. Comes up in the final moment. Back in action. Made on to Malady. The Solar Guardian comes in. Not going to save Malady though. BZM having enough damage to take him down. Ace has got to be careful himself. BZM's going to jump over towards him. Avalanche is there onto the two. Toss back as well. Ace survives. The lasso's costing clutch from Tofu to make sure Ace survives as they lock down BZM. Quinn cleans up the dub. Gaimin, they won't let Tundra or BZM get away with that time.
It looked like initially BZM will just be kind of toying with them with the shield rune, right, and all the zips,
Radiant
but
are scanning.
they clutch in the last on him, double raise, and quickly make work of him.
Through cause of Gaimin continuing to hold those top spots, incredibly farmed. That Orchid's going to come out super fast this game for Ace. He's pretty much got it done. And yeah, Watson, his farm's just going to skyrocket with the Battle Fury into Blink Dagger timing that he's going to smash.
Yeah, 1 CS for Ace and he's got it complete. So BZM does have to be careful. Not the type of game where you can just go crazy in. As I say that, they do pick up another kill on Malady.
Yeah, we'll catch Malady in the river. BZM, even though he did die there, you know that he's not going to slow down on the aggression.
Oh, absolutely.
He's going to keep going for these plays, these kills, anytime he sees an opportunity. He's not going to be scared off by just dying the once.
They've got a lot of tankiness, of course, on Tundra. Got a set of Tormentor, lots of HP regen, which means Venom's damage kind of whatever at this point.
BZM will get straight over for this. Regen move for him.
Dire's middle tower
That's
is
mid
under
tower.
attack.
Probably going down by the looks of it, Gaimin.
Yeah.
They won't look to hold it this time.
You've got DP available, Crystallis again. The ancient Black Dragon here once more to just make sure to secure the tower.
Scouting out what's going on behind as well. Now have a chance to get onto Quinn. Quinn. Kayasha into the blink. And we're ready to roll.
Win probability at a near 50-50, even though there's a 4K lead on the Gaimin Gladiators. I feel like there should be a little more favored at this point.
Closing in on that relic. Crystallis.
Well, Radiance sure is nice against the Ursa. You do like the evasion.
Yeah, they're going to be happy with this start game.
Will he find the sentry, Owen?
Yes. Why? No.
He needs the courier.
It's true. He's going to bring it over, right? Oh, you're right. Maybe that's it. He's going to get away with it.
Crystal, let's move your courier. Oh, they'll just give it. So this sentry
It's going to stay.
from Malady. Genius.
Very nice placement. Got to check the replays for that one. That's a nice sneaky one.
Dire are scanning.
And a good ward on the bottom. Of course, Dota, with such a big map, you need to play in a bit of generation to little cubes. So you've got Malady protecting Watson. This good old brother in the bottom lane. Everyone is just farming away for now, trying to get to their timings. Blink daggers, radiances.
Because you got to imagine, with this sort of start, right? I think if you're gaming, this has got to be what you plan for, what you drafted for, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're getting everything you wanted, all of your cores are farming. So if things do start to go downhill from here, that's going to be quite a problem for
Oh, for sure.
Because you've had the start you wanted. It's like, great, let's see what you can do with it.
I would say it's the start plus it's a little bit more. Yeah. If you're up like 2k, 3k gold,
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there
Is it going to be enough, though? It's kind of up to the edge. They'll kill off the first creep. And they got the damage up. Tyson's coming in. Can he get in for the lasso? He can't. Crystallis is out. You got to try for those plays, but sometimes, you know, they move where you don't want them to move. And that's they're on top of you when you're swimming.
Yeah, on Ace.
They're going to go straight for Ace. Will be able to turn with the Orchid onto BZM, but the ghosts around. Ace will melt to the Exorcism of 33, and they're onto the tier 2 tower. Fortification will come out from Gaimin.
Radiant structures are
Oh, they should have had that kill on Crystallis, but instead it fails and they get turn killed up top.
Dire's top tower
Big
is
problem.
under attack.
Now this is 17 minutes in and your tier 2's taking a beating here.
Well, these rounds going to start slowing them up.
Now Blink's online now for Tofu. That's going to be a big difference maker. If they can get him with the Blink lasso, drag back a target,
That's just a
get them in
kill.
position for the Requiem to go off underneath them to kill most of the time.
They have the blink now. I mean, Quinn with a bit of a mess up earlier. Did miss a raise and didn't get the perfect Requiem. As Watson, what is he working on? Looks like a Basher first.
It's a good Basher game. I mean,
Absolutely.
again, just all these little kind of things coming together that's enabling their heroes to actually be able to deal with like the storm in the sort of situations where earlier on, that lockdown's not there. They're making sure that they've got some answers for VZM.
They've got a lot 1+1 kill combos. You have Lasso, Lasso with Ursa, you're dead.
Radiant
Lasso
are
Requiem,
scanning.
you're probably gone. Or you just random like some Dawn ult flying through. You've got to be very careful if you're Tundra. Swipeman and his bros do get ravaged up. Yeah, very close by.
Let's have a look.
Tofu is 50.
Watson. He is not afraid to show. Knows how strong he is right now. Pushes this over towards the mid to finish off that Radiance. There it is. So Radiance time is hit. Not as fast as he'd hoped for, but it is there. We'll see if he now starts to rise back up the ranks. Indeed, as we can see there, a little bit slower. A fair bit slower than the average. Malady. BZM stacks over the Maladay's going to be fine. Now the turn silence the Chen on the way up. White one's able to TP away.
Radiant's middle
As
tower
we're
is
seeing
under
that
attack.
they're ready to punish these moves from BZM.
Yep.
Gotta be careful. They will respond. Straight into race, rather.
Yeah, it's absolutely free. Thatcher complete on what they do.
We've been looking up for Gaimin so far in this early game.
No lasso, so he should be okay.
They're not going to be able to do anything there. Yeah, he's just on Watson. Having a fantastic game, coming up to 12k net worth for 20 minutes in. Absolutely massive on the Ursa. Levels as well, of course. Level 15 on the Ursa. You look on the other side of the map. Level 12 at the moment for Crystalis. Big difference right now between the carries. And in a matchup, of course, where already the Lifestealer doesn't feel great against the Ursa in these fights.
Yeah, I mean, Watson already feels great, and he's the one with BKB disabled by his side, the Dawn ult to turn it around.
Everything really coming together here for Gaimin. Can Tundra sort of slow this down? I mean, what is the plan now for Tundra with this lineup? What are you sort of looking towards? Are you avoiding fights? Are you still going to try and make these moves with BZM, looking to poke at Gaimin?
You likely want to keep an open map, but when they can find an opening with like an infest bomb on the backline, like maybe you infest the storm, you get in.
Straight in on a 33. Quick shot. He'll also be there, but he's not getting away from this. Zax is lucky enough to TP out, but the kill potential from Gaimin right now is massive. And they're going to be able to claim the Tormentor for themselves.
This is going to be a huge lead. I mean, Tundra, they're going to have to damage control and get what they can, really. Sure, BZM now has his BKB available. Gaimin, double-digit lead in 20 minutes.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's not going to be an easy one for Tundra. Definitely getting challenged quite a bit this time in this game too. Tricky spot to get out of. 11k down, 21 minutes in.
Yeah, with the Venom Shard as well, even with the BKB and the Rage. Might just have a little stun coming your way.
And what do you want to see next for Tofu? Do you think
What's that?
do you think the force, not rather than just going for the straight out ags?
Nah, he's got the force, got the fluffy head, you complete it to give yourself more range to initiate, get them out. Even if BZM jumps you, you can maybe save yourself. Looks like Tundra want to strike back. They are down quite a lot.
As you know, maybe getting to the point where they just have to try and make risky plays. See if they can get back in. Trying to take down the SF, but he cannot do so. He's dead. 33's trying to chase down Malady. Gonna be able to take this trade here. 33 falls, Malady's fine. It was close to looking like Tundra might have been able to do something there with a silence into the avalanche, but it just wasn't quite enough. Gaimin come out on top again.
And that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
You get two people on top of each other. Saxa gets to break the full combo with his avatars. But you've got the Dawn ult to turn it around. Watson on his bear. He is so strong.
Yeah, he's having quite the game here on the Ursa. The sort of that last minute, last bit coming in with the Ursa, moving Quinn to the mid on the SF. It's looking very good here for Gaimin. I mean, yeah, SF. Here, Quinn 6-0-1. I mean, when you sort of see this, it makes you kind of wonder. It's like, they haven't picked this on Quinn for like 11 months. What a great 11 months. He's looking great now, you know. I feel like they can afford to bring out the Quinn SF a little bit more, Kezi.
Yeah, he's swooping, apart from maybe the one little mishap where they could have had one more kill. Perfect. 14k on the net worth, 7-0.
He's having a great time. And against, BZM on one of his greatest, right?
Oh, yeah.
On his Storm. So Quinn is going to, as I said, I think we might see more SF from Quinn.
Well, you surely should. The hero looks great. Well, BZM, if he wants to strike back in this game, he needs at least 2 rounds of items.
Yeah. It's not easy.
Dallas as well is quite on the farm. Sure, you get the armlet now, but you get Lasso, you're in trouble. There's still an Orchid. You're far away from any Dispel.
And Watson's looking for... Watson up with the Yules. The BKB, they're going to try and take it down, but once they'll get the Aegis out of it. Has still got the Enrage and the BKB ready to press it. So he'll be hard to go Watson a second time. And hesitantly push towards the two of them. They've got the silence on. 33's headed up. There's a lot of caught by the bash. He's gone. Saxon's dead. They're ready to dive on the ball. Underneath the team. White will heal him momentarily. They'll set their sights for the bigger kill first. Crystallis, he's gone. Malady chases down Whitemon. It's going to be a team wipe from Gaimin Gladiators. Tundra getting shaken up massively here in this game too. And I don't know if they can recover from this one, Kezu. This is rough.
I'm not sure. That's a 20k lead and fully team wiped. This is looking rough. I would say every single move, Tofu just keeps starting it out on the back line. If we're going to a game 3, which I think we are,
It looks like it
will be a first pick.
And at this point, just with the moves that Tundra are making, you could definitely feel they're feeling a bit desperate right now.
This is not natural territory anymore. It's Requiem into the star breakup. Boom. See ya later.
A very, very strong showing here in this game too after what was a rough game 1. Just everything clicking together perfectly from Gaimin. Just from the start, the lanes, fantastic. This is always how you know it's in a bit of a rough spot for Tundra. You know, 33 does like to go for these kind of comeback Midases when he's like, at the moment, we're out of it. We can't do anything. Our best hope is that they throw, the game goes on, this Midas kicks in. You know, this is always kind of like the soft GG when 33 picks up a Midas in this sort of position.
It's kind of funny because there is no good item for you to fight into them. Because if you force a fight into them, you're getting smashed. You're getting absolutely destroyed. So we just have to hope.
Yep.
Play out the map.
Exactly. Tundra's just got to hope that Gaimin don't end the game in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Yep. See if you
That's what they're playing for.
Need to force some mistakes out of Gaimin, but that's not a mistake.
That's another kill.
Very, very clean. They know 3-3's up here somewhere. Of course, they saw him walk through the observer ward around the Lotus pool.
Slows it around, but yeah, 33 could put the TP out. They'll be ready to bring the top lane. Start to look at some of these other tier 2 towers. Bringing in both the mid and the top.
Well, Tundra very likely looking to hope to prolong the game, get through their scale. Higher levels on their DP, level 3 ult, maybe this S and Y onto Crystallis. I mean, to me, the one that could bring back the game is BZM on the Storm. But yeah, he needs like, what, Shard, Aghanim, Scepter. It's at least 5 to 10 minutes away.
Tundra, if they're able to come back from this sort of deficit this early on, that's when, you know, your Gaimin are going to be feeling very rough if they let this one slip away from them.
Yeah, this one is...
like, everything is set for them to take this victory. If this somehow drifts away, they're going to be feeling rough.
I will say this is a tough one to let go.
Yeah.
They are a lot. They just picked up a gem on Malady. They know what's up. They've got, so far from what I can tell, perfect items. They have everything they need also to just continue blasting down the map. Closing in on this MKB for the Bear.
Radiant are scanning.
Probably chill until they've got that online.
Radiant are scanning.
And Tofu, 3k gold on the back. I imagine now what he'll treat himself to the ad, so is there other stuff that he could still be considering for the team?
Ads, BKB.
BKB is still nice.
I could see the BKB to make like your initiation like kind of clean.
Oh, he's thinking of the Lincolns.
He's got a Lincoln's queued.
What's the plan? Like, what's he worried about with the Lincolns?
He doesn't want to get fueled by...
Sure wants to be able to... Yeah, but I
want to not get solo picked off, maybe, by the Swarm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We'll see. I feel like that out of the options he has, it's the one I like the least. Granted, you are up 24,000 gold.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You don't have to
You
do
can just buy
perfect.
what you want, really, yeah. I think Tofu is chilling. He's had some excellent lassos, so
absolutely.
he can get what he wants at this point.
Treat yourself. Why not? Roshan. Shouting.
He's out with a TP. Oh, it's there just in time. He is not out with a TP at all. They got him.
Cruising through the sky. Canceling that TP. BZM. Gonna get pushed back here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just very little space to work with for Tundra.
Yeah, it really looks like Gaimin as well. They're sort of chilling themselves. Maybe just going to wait for that next Roche. Happy to just farm at the map.
Yep, they've got the plague wards in the pit. They'll know exactly when it spawns.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
She does as well on Ace. Very good against this Tundra lineup.
Yeah, had a rough game one, but here in game two on his Dawn looks fantastic. I think what do we have on the stats? He played it once other time this tournament, also got the win.
Doesn't work out quite so well for other teams and other players.
No, but on Ace, it's good.
Gaimin have always looked incredible on these type of heroes and drafts. It's a big set! And it's a big kill also. Let's chuck the lasso for good measure. 1,000 gold into Tundra's pocket.
Yeah, they'll take whatever they can get here, Tundra. Those little kills can add up. They're going to need a lot of those little kills to add up enough to get back in, but it's a start.
Roshan is up, which means that is going to be what Gaimin have their eyes on.
I mean, if you're Tundra, do you sort of say, well, we're going to try and fight this Roche?
I don't see them fighting it, but
Like BZM goes for a steal?
I could see them go for like a smoke up, you put some Chen creeps in, maybe they get vision, you go for a zip steal. He's got the BKB to like try and get out after. So yeah, it's more like a crazy little steal while the rest keep farming.
Did not expect that. Did he walk for the creep wave? Maybe he just accepted his fate. Oh, he walked for the... 23 saw that, right? But he's just dead anyway.
I guess he did see him.
I think he was just... I guess he was dead.
Around on all the other heroes.
I mean, we really saw him. There's no way out of that. He was like, well, I'm dead.
To be fair, Quinn could have blinked on top of him with a Dawn ult and VP is dead without him doing anything. That's Lincoln's and Hex completed.
Big items.
Which means Gaimin, they're gonna find a pushed wave and walk it down.
Tundra. They'll scramble for the Tormentor.
It's time for the tiny shard.
Oh! Can't get it for Whitemon.
Lucky for them, it is not a tiny shard.
Okay.
Means you can get some ancient creeps. Maybe help yourself.
Or Watson might see if he gets a cheeky kill if anyone's hanging around still up here.
He's close.
Should be
Radiant's
fine
middle
though.
tower is under attack.
He's away.
Well, let's see how long Tundra can keep Gaimin away from their base. Oh, Sak's a good one.
He's killed with the Hex.
Radiant's courier has been
Gonna
killed.
sneak out the mid lane.
Is he having to get the BKB off?
Oh, they couldn't decide if they wanted to keep him in the
Radiant's
Starbreaker
top
or
tower
drag him
is
towards the
under
Hex.
attack.
Then, sadly for them, neither happened, but they still push back BZM from the map.
Oh,
Oh,
Tofu's still going for it. No. BZM. He's going to try and help out. It would start some of the two of them. They'll turn over on Tofu, but he's taking it. And he uses the council to win for that. Just as once the kill will get it, the Hex is then out on towards it. But does he have enough damage to put the sense of heat? Quinn's running away. He'll survive. 33 to go. Oh, BZM, he wants the kill desperately. He's not going to get it. Quinn's already out of the fight. The silence is back down. BZM will die for this as well, as all three cores of Tundra go down.
well, it didn't look super clean, but 3 for 1 exchange. I feel like BZM would prefer to go into game 3 at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he did try for the big one. I don't blame him.
Yeah, absolutely. You had to go for that zip there. Maybe you find Quinn. If you kill him right now, you're probably getting a lot of money.
Radiant's
Oh,
middle tower is under
you're
attack.
getting a juicy amount of gold. Oh, region rune for Hex. Take the region. And he's fine.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Where's BZM? Oh, he's dead still.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I'm just ready to see that buyback storm zip. Try and get the big kill.
They've got the banner and a 30k lead.
Yep. There's the push.
I don't
Radiant's
think they need much more.
And this is a rough one for Tundra. Why did he get all went wrong? Like, what was the reason why this game was so...
I guess the lane, you know, the whole run is dead. Mostly should be
The Gaimin absolutely crushing them here in this game too.
Tundra didn't really have like an entry point into the game. None of the rules really worked out for them. Gaimin just had their number.
Stuffing Gaimin in the second game. Not gonna work. What happened? He just zipped in. Alright, got like Abyssal Hexed everything. And I think they're looking at game free now, guys. He's getting caught by the Solar Guardian. What's an HP? Just full HP. No damage has been dealt to that. Back on with the push.
Should be a secondary set of rats.
Can't push them off.
Goku is looking.
He is. He's got the ether lens as well, ready with that extra reach. Be able to grab someone.
He's got the Lotus, so even when he lassos a Lotus, he can still move because it will trigger his.
That's actually probably the big brain reason.
That's the
I like that, yeah, the Lotus
8 head
counter.
super move. Oh.
So we're going to get another replay. This was the death of BZM. Goes in.
And dies.
Yeah, it's, you know. He's probably like, guys, can we just call GG goes to the next game? You know, he's just trying to hurry this one up.
Someone's telling him how they can when he's like,
he's like, no, go next game. I am done here. And indeed, a rare loss for BZM on the storm.
He
won every game up until now.
Yeah, he looks incredible on this hero always.
Yeah, so I can imagine maybe feeling a bit frustrated in this game. It's got to be a frustrating one to play out if you're Tundra. As it really feels like there's nothing you can do. You're down 37k net worth it. Gaimin Gladiators very much enjoying the position they're in here.
I mean, I will say, this Knight Rider in both Game 1 and Game 2 has looked phenomenal. Wouldn't be surprised if Game 3...
Oh, that's a check.
Yep, that's a bye-bye.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Let's have a look. How much more do Tundra want to endure here in this game too? I don't know.
They want Quinn. I don't know if they'll get him.
And Quinn might get them.
He might.
Yeah.
He's got the Blink Hex Requiem.
Oh,
Saxa.
We read the blink wrong there, Quinn. Didn't quite get the same angle as Saxa. Saxa goes for the Lotus this though. That will probably cost him his life. We got him. It's time to start building that rocket cheese.
Do kind of need a cheese for that.
And probably some more Lotuses.
Yeah. Easier. Looking for his own Lincoln Stinkins.
What am I on crystals?
What do you got?
Do you just buy the rapier? Just as a statement.
It's
I can afford this. You may have beat me, but I can afford a rapier.
It's so bad on this hero.
Yeah,
I mean, I
is.
guess it doesn't matter. Sure. Buy it.
Oh, here comes Watson.
Is under attack.
Wait, what the hell? He brought up just before he died. I was going to say he just had 5k.
Is looking.
He's pushing him with the BKB. But now he's got